street's coldest, nothing but the coldest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I feel like I just keep saying that one.
Yeah.
Welcome. I like
Welcome back.
Welcome back. But we're not Americans, so we need to say it. Welcome back to the Chatting Was podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, man like King, what's his name? Man like Coronation, what's his name? He had his coronation.
Charlie Boyle.
Is it Charlie?
Charles.
Man like Charles, his dad was Philip. I don't get this though. So you're telling me the Queen gave birth to him?
Yeah.
That's her son.
Yes.
Yeah.
My man looks old.
Because he is
Yeah,
old.
brothers,
He's like
brothers.
90,
No, he's like 70.
Whoa.
70, and he looks like that. I
So
mean,
what, the Queen had
all
him when
respect
she
to the
was
king.
like,
innit?
what, like,
Have you seen a picture of the Queen when she was younger?
Was she looking on types of leg?
She was a ting.
She was pegged. Do you know who was a 10? Queen Victoria was actually a 10 compared to Queen
Nah,
Elizabeth.
bro.
Have you never seen
The
Queen
first
Victoria?
one?
Yeah, the one that actually had a massive long reign back in the day from like the
What? Like
How
the
do you know
numbers?
that? Those guys
Let me show you.
always
Let me just even face card was given.
There's
Do you-
pictures of
Nah,
it?
I'll show you.
No, because the people, I saw this right in history books, the people who'd come to paint the royals would always make like features better than what they were. They would remove like the rotten teeth from the ones in the Victorian
Yeah.
time. So you're looking, Victoria's looking all bussy and that, but
Yeah. Well,
Let's
That's
see.
like a.
compare that to Elizabeth.
No, but you need to. It's the face, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the photo of Michelle Obama's back?
one.
Like, no.
You're not gonna do that,
Guys,
No, you're not gonna
I
do
need
that.
Michelle Obama's back. Like,
Which
Wait,
back?
Wait.
the actual back, the lats, back.
Yeah.
Not back.
But
You know what
she
I mean.
got-
Why is my man pointing at me, fam? What are you talking about?
Back.
I was. There's batty and then there's back. I'm talking
Okay.
about back here, right?
Okay.
Like Michelle Obama's back is like Mike Tyson.
So
know?
you just
Have you
searching
seen
for
it?
photos of her
No.
back? Like,
It
how
was,
does
it
this
was,
come up? I
bro.
ain't
A
never
year
seen it.
ago, this was trending. Look up Michelle Obama, Mike Tyson back. That's what Queen Victoria looks like buff.
like
It's actually
rough.
it's rumored that like Michelle Obama actually carried that relationship on her back. To be fair.
Man like Obama though, shout out to you if you ever watch this though. Like, you never know. He might come and be like, "Family,
I've got some tea
I don't even know how
for
it
you.
does. That's definitely not how he speaks. I've got some tea." It sounds like a crackhead on Northumberland Street.
See what I'm saying?
See?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey yo,
Did I tell you guys?
bro,
Yeah.
she's built.
Yeah.
She got shoulders.
I told you.
Would you get with a girl that's quite like into her like heavy lifting and she not lifts more than you, but like she in
Looks
the
like
gym,
she does,
she's-
though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what kind of? But she's lang. Like her face is just. Mwah, but she's moving like a bit.
Yo, Daps. How does a brother say without offending those bolo women out there?
No, because you're not offending. Everyone has a type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
cool,
wouldn't
cool.
be. It wouldn't be offensive. You like what you like.
I don't have a type. I have preferences.
Yeah.
And I prefer that my girl does not look like Mike Tyson, and I look like a regular,
Regular Joe.
just a guy that came out.
The
of
fact that I was gonna
McDonald's.
say Joe as well, just regular Joe.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Barcelona guys,
Oh,
we came back.
How was
We came back.
Barcelona, boys?
Bailando.
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 Cheers. It was good.
Yeah.
It was vibes.
life-changing trip.
Life-changing trip. Yeah, it was. It was really good. We went with our friend Noah. Shout out Noah.
Yeah, shout out, man.
He's been there before, so he was like our tour guide. So first of all, let us even give you a little recap of the trip.
Wait.
Because it is lads come back from Barcelona. This is this episode.
Right.
It was a madness. So we start from the beginning.
Don't let me get angry in this. because-
Just calm it down a little bit.
Get me angry. No, let him get me angry.
Like,
yeah, let him.
Actually, I like that. I like
Are you
that.
sure?
Before you do, don't look at my direction.
Bro,
Look that way.
think about this podcast as therapy as well. Not just for you, but for the audience. Let it out, bro. Honestly.
I agree with that. And with that therapy, I like that advice. I'll release it, right? So
let's go.
I get to Noah's house, and for some reason, one of the legs of the chair that's a new sofa is using a saucepan to keep it up.
We are not doing this.
Yes, we
We
are.
are not doing this.
We are doing it.
He threw us under the bus from the start.
So I don't know how that saucepan ended up being there, but someone broke the chair. I'm not baiting brothers.
Someone.
Casey, I'm
Yo.
not baiting brothers out. Casey broke my man's chair.
Okay.
He
Basically,
apologized though.
I apologized, didn't it? Because it wasn't me, but I apologized.
Huh? How
who was it,
not
sir?
you?
I was a guest in the house when this happened.
So
So I apologize for not being able to stop whatever happened. It wasn't me.
That's like you trying to remove blame
What
off
happened
yourself.
was you, G.
I said, guys,
What happened to the sofa was him.
Exactly.
So how could he have?
So
explain what happened.
Because this is where the anger starts. I'm going to start flipping tables and stuff.
Breaking sofas.
Because where this conversation ends is the peak point. Right, we were going to go out, me and Ahmed. And Noah kindly invited us to his house. We turn up, chill vibes. Let's just start sipping a little bit, Ahmed. You know what I'm saying? Get that order in, fam. Get the bottle to come to the door, so we have to be like really lazy and stuff, Yeah, Noah is a professional drinker, G.
Noah's dangerous.
Biggest bad influence I've ever seen, bro. When alcohol's around, you're just gonna start feeling dizzy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he made us 2 drinks, yeah. As soon as a sip went in, I started moving like I was flying, bro.
Yeah.
I was in an aeroplane from that moment.
And we were all supposed to go out, right? So they were like, okay, let's link up. Why was I late? What was I doing? Oh, I had to look for my passport.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So I lacked as well, right? So a day before us having to take a flight, I didn't know where my passport was. I was panicking. I was like messaging everyone like, yo, have I left it here? This, that. I couldn't find it anywhere in my jacket pocket. It was scary business.
You've been lacking lately.
And I had to I had to search on Google, can you use someone else's passport to get in another country?
He was gonna commit identity
I was
fraud.
trying to
This
do
guy.
bro,
was
whatever
ready.
for Barcelona, I was gonna
say
do
so.
anything. My mum ended up having it, and she didn't even tell me. She was just gonna keep it there. I thought I was going Barcelona. She just kept it. She's like, I thought you'd come and get it. Basically, yeah, we were supposed to go out. These men were yacked. Casey jumps onto Ahmed while Ahmed's on the couch. Is that right? Yes or no?
No, not like that.
That is exactly how it happened. Anything he says after this,
Did you jump on him
lied.
or did you not jump on him?
Look.
Okay.
This is what happened. Ahmed, when someone's so defeated, they just let their body just disintegrate, yeah? Like, it's taken up to the angels. I saw Ahmed on the sofa, I'm like, this brother, if he falls asleep, we're not going to go out. And he was already delaying the process of us going out. So I'm like, let me give him a John Cena here. Let me just elbow drop this one. So I went for the... It wasn't
So
like...
then it was a drop. Man said
So
John
it
Cena
was his
thing.
fault.
It wasn't like... It wasn't like...
WWE.
It wasn't like a...
It was a
10 miles in the
standing-
sky.
It wasn't off the
to the
ropes.
bar.
It was just like a...
It wasn't off the rope. It was just like
Okay. It was like a light little drop.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that light little drop, because this brother is heavy, my man broke the right leg of the couch, right? So Noah calls me and he's like, because this is even the first time he met KC. This was his first impression
What
of
an
my
impression,
man.
G.
He already previously met Coda, so it was already like chill. So now, fast forward to the first day of us having to go to Barcelona. We're all sleeping at Noah's, right? Everyone comes through, like everyone gets their stuff from home, and we're like, okay, everyone come, let's meet back at Noah's. It's gonna be a nice chill one.
It was
we're gonna
great.
vibe, and then we'll get ready in the morning to go. Boom. Get ready. Everyone's ready. Boom, boom, boom. In the morning, everyone takes shower. And the execution of the showering was amazing. I thought, brothers are on point.
It's like being in the military, fam.
Bro,
One go in, one come out.
it
One
was
go in, one
everyone
come out,
effective.
bro.
Everyone was dressing. It was
crazy.
quick. So I'm like, we're gonna make the metro because we had to get the metro from near Noah's place from Central Station all the way to airport. Wow, everyone's dressed. Looking at the time, amazing time, right? It's amazing, right? Crazy. Everything's going great. We're about to leave. Everyone's got their shoes on. Ahmed goes, oh guys, I need to take a shit.
Brother.
So we're like, bro, you had the toilet, you had the bathroom, all this time. We said, calm. We were pissed, but we said, I allow him. We're talking outside, everyone's talking. Bro, this guy must have spent like 20 minutes in that toilet. I don't know if you had constipation. What was going on in the toilet?
that is exactly what I had.
No,
And you know what's crazy, right?
don't try and blame it on
I'm
the
still
medical.
having stomach issues
Issues.
to this day.
Issues. That's how you know a
Listen,
brother's like.
I
You know when
haven't-
someone starts tripping up.
I have a slight.
Man
lisp.
had the if you.
If you, you had a lisp.
just a slight one. It only shows up on S's as well for some reason. Like I'm trying to say sit down. Sometimes I might say shit. You know. Why was that so nasal?
That's just so nasal.
He was like,
Okay. So my man had constipation. we were about to miss the metro. So listen, we've got like bags and everything that we're carrying. We're carrying all these bags, right?
Bags of weed or like.
No, like
Yo, there's a vet. Yo, there's a vet. What kind of bags are we?
What are you carrying?
Listen, we need to be smart. He wants us to say yes, so he could just pull out the cuffs.
No, officer. No. Bags is weed.
What is weed?
What is weed?
Please.
So we go. Ahmed's constipation costs us 20 minutes, and now we have to run with all our bags. I'm sweating. We're running all the way to the metro just to catch the metro, and we caught it just in time, innit?
Yeah,
we literally
literally.
arrived, and then it came. We got all the way, and Noah, it was amazing. Shout out to Noah once again because he got photos from the very beginning all the way to the end.
I was lucky on that front. I can't even lie.
Even the photographer, videographer, man
He
himself, head
outdid me.
coder, didn't do niche.
To be fair, I was distracted the whole trip.
To be honest, he's been there before. You were more like it was your first time, so you were
I
more
was
taken about everything.
like I was taking everything.
But even then,
it was so amazing that I
no one-
forgot my purpose.
He's like, nah, life. I'm taking
Yo,
in life.
You know when we came out of the Spanish metro, or whatever you call it, the train, this guy turned into the biggest photographer, biggest tourist I've ever seen in my life.
For those moments, then
yeah.
then nothing. The rest of
He
the
was
trip.
like, take a picture of me in front of the bike. In front of the bike.
It gets like that. It's like even a bike feels like foreign. It's like, yo, that bike looks
Everything
hella
felt
Spanish.
amazing. I was like, wow, this oxygen is just
There's
so
something
clear.
about it.
Like it's so nice.
Yeah.
I was breathing more. Like
End up going to the airport. Cool, we're chill. We get some food. I get a meal deal. What did you end up getting?
What, at the airport?
Yeah, once we arrived.
Yeah, I got breakfast, fam.
Yeah, he got like a nice
Like a
English
breakfast
breakfast thing.
sandwich,
Yeah,
yeah,
breakfast
yeah,
sandwich.
nice.
We got a
and
meal
I
deal.
took Panther's leftover
Yeah.
of the meal deal.
Yeah.
Because he bought two,
And now I got
not
two
one.
full. Yeah.
And wait, I did buy something though, didn't I?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I bought a
before, no?
Vimto.
And he ate at
And
like 4
that-
a.m.
the
in the
same
morning.
night before, they all went to sleep. Here's why I lacked. Here's why I needed the toilet. So 4 in the morning, everyone's asleep. I'm still awake, and I ordered Dixie chicken. So I
That's
had
what you
like
like.
I think a whole 12-inch pizza, like 12 wings, fries, peri fries, garlic. So that's why I woke up in the morning eating the toilet. Like no surprise.
But
there.
sure, you know when I have eaten and I sleep, then I wake up. As soon as I wake up, I need the toilet of whatever I've eaten. How did you keep it? Because it was bare time.
I didn't
Every
feel
man
it.
showered, everyone got dressed, and we had a bit of chill time, and then we went. Because how did you keep your shit in for that long?
It was one of those sudden ones that I think
You were holding it. You kept pushing it up.
I ate it so late before I slept that when I woke up, I don't think I was still done digesting it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were still
So
in the shower.
I
the whole
woke
thing
up and it
doing
was still like doing the process. And then it hit that, okay, time to empty out as we were about to leave.
Yeah, can I say as well, like with that, sometimes something triggers it. It might be a smell. It might be like a spray hits your belly. As a spray ever hit your belly and it just makes your belly go, oh, that
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
sickly.
I've had that.
Whatever is in your belly is going to want to come out straight away.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
So sometimes it's not like straight away in the morning. It's just like you've hit a smell. Because that's happened to me so many times. I'm ready to go out and I spray some, it hits my belly and I'm like, oh, that feels...
Go.
Like,
can't
you
lie.
know, you start feeling the bubbles, like
probably what
like
happens.
the
you hear-
shifting, and I'm like, oh,
That's how it sounds like that.
Yo,
It's not.
that was
That's how it goes.
in Spain, yeah. Oh my days, bro. In Spain, all my stomach was doing was bubbling, fam.
Yeah?
I swear to you, every
Bro, last night for me.
night, my
when
stomach
I
was
came
bubbling,
back.
G.
Was it just the food or something or the water? Wow.
no, everything.
We'll get to even the madness of the chefings. It's like never even happened. No chefings happened. Oh my god. So we go, end up in the airport. We got the breakfast meal deal. Ahmed has the leftovers.
The crust.
First of all, me and Noah, what did he even say?
The crust. He just had the crust. You know the toast crust, G. You just eating the crust.
So we go, get onto the aeroplane. Before this, me and Noah booked our tickets separately. So we had booked this, like, me and him had like a spontaneous, this is how it all started. Me and Noah had like a spontaneous thing where we were like just sitting on his couch and I was like, I want to go on holiday. He was like, I want to go on holiday. I was like, okay, let's go then. And like, it was a joke until it got to the payment bit. And then I was like, shit, we actually doing this. She was like, yeah, I found perfect days. I was like, oh, all right, cool. And then boom, booked it. Then I told Koda and KC about it. And I was like, yo, like, guys, like, let's come through, da. And then we patterned it. So we sorted it. So we had already booked ours. We already got like our seats. Casey and Coda had theirs. You guys booked separately as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yours was not even like a grouped order either. So everyone was like, they were separate, me and Noah together. We tried to do like a smart thing, yeah? And like book the 2 seats and then leave the middle one. So get the window one and the one near the aisle. Leave the middle one and then someone would just feel awkward and not book that. That's what we thought, right? So we end up doing it and that's not what happened. We get onto the flight and there's a girlfriend and a boyfriend that come on, and like the girlfriend sits in between. She's the one that has to sit between me and Noah, and her boyfriend is sitting, and then KC luckily was sitting next to the boyfriend. So she was like, "Oh, is that your friend?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then we swapped. So it was me, Casey, and Noah. Ahmed was on some random place.
By another couple, by the way. And it was so funny as well because the girl who sat next to me was like a vapor, and the whole flight, like for the time that I was awake, because I was passed out half the flight. For the time that I was awake, I just see her pull out like from some side pocket a little vape. She'd just like do the weirdest, quick, like powerful inhale, and then she'd somehow like ghost it, and I just never seen her release it.
No smoke.
It's like I think she just took it inwards and kept it.
That's like real
The
nitty
lungs
powers.
absorb
Like
every
she
little
just needed it
every
inside.
little molecule just absorbed in her lungs.
That is mad. And funny fact actually about the same girlfriend and boyfriend, they were on the same flight back and they were in the same exact seats, but not Casey. Casey ended up being somewhere else.
Wait,
and she
what?
just sat in between us.
You never told me that.
Yeah.
What? So they were.
We ended up seeing them again. Yeah,
so
they sat
like
literally the
5
same
days
seats.
later as well.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
They literally left same time, came back same. I was like,
It was a Ryanair
that's cool.
flight, so they must have had the same
The
deal
same,
that we
the
had.
same deal. Yeah, they were trying to do it, but like a romantic getaway. Isn't it mad? Our lives came together in that moment. We shared something. Anyway.
Did you exchange contact details or like what's that?
Nah, her boyfriend was right there, but Noah was rizzing her up. Oh my, Noah is dangerous,
Bro,
No,
don't
and
leave
he's
this
like,
guy in the room
he's
with
not
your
like
girl.
he's not a player. He just has financial riz. He has a background of being around like wealthy people, so he moves like that. So his knowledge and the way he talks and he carries himself is like you can tell. Okay, you're not poor. You're not a poor guy, innit? So he would like he was talking to this lady. He was like talking about all this because he works for the government as well. Because I can't say anything else about. He was basically telling about his job and everything, and they were talking about yachts and everything. His knowledge is crazy. Ended up the boyfriend was listening to the whole thing. He was making her laugh the whole flight. I was there sleeping. I would wake up and be like, these guys are still talking, bro. I know. Back again, awake, these guys are still. I'm like the boyfriend. Imagine being the boyfriend, you're sitting next to a stranger and your girlfriend's in the front laughing
dying.
with some man. Dying laughing.
Talking about, oh my god, yachts and
Yeah,
Stormzy's
what?
on it. What?
You what? You what?
Listen,
It's
if I
crazy.
was a boyfriend, the minute we get in the house, listen.
But what are you saying though? Because her defense is, hey, I was just sitting next to a guy that wanted to talk and I would have been bored. What, do you want me to sit by myself in silence?
How dare you?
It was just friendly.
Felicia.
Yeah, it's just
Felicia.
friendly. Why are you getting mad? I didn't say I
You're
loved
so
him or
insecure.
anything.
Honestly, this is why I should have listened to
Felicia,
my sister.
Felicia,
like,
you better
like,
stop
I
it.
can't like. You see, you definitely cheat on me because
Oh,
you think this
them
is
girls
weird,
that toxic that flip it like that.
she turns it on you at the end, and I'm like,
then
how
you're like,
did I
shit.
end up losing?
How
this?
did I?
Because I started the interaction.
I'm
How
not
am I
the
losing?
problem.
How is she the victim? So we go, left the plane, we arrived, getting off the plane, nice weather. Oh, it was
Yeah,
good.
it was
That was a
crazy.
good, like, nice tester of the weather. We were like, okay, yo, we arrived. What time did we arrive?
3:40.
We get to the place, and the thing is, Noah is so strategic. This guy is like, he's so good with the maps, and he's like, he's so
systematic.
good at plan. Yeah,
Systematic.
and he's perfect travel companion.
He's so well
Perfect.
put together.
He had
that
the
everything
whole-
actually gets put together.
Oh
when he
my
shows
god!
up. Simple.
Yeah,
We need
if you
to
have a
wait-
plan, he can like.
We need to
comes
get him on the
through.
podcast, man.
100%. So he was like, guys, we're gonna take this bus to here, then we're gonna get off here, and then we're gonna walk from around here, then we're gonna get the train. We're gonna buy these metros. I was like, yo, if it was just us three, brother, we would have been at that train station for time.
Brother, we wouldn't have left the
wouldn't have
plane.
left the
Made it.
airport.
We would have left the.
I mean,
Bro,
we'll still be shitting.
the thing about
I'm
Noah,
telling you.
yeah, Noah's so good with numbers and time, bro.
Yeah,
he's
quick
like,
with it.
so approximately 5 minutes to the next metro station. It should take you guys about. He knew about our hotel. G. He said it should take you guys about 20 minutes to walk up this hill, and your hotel is on the left, and we'll go down this hill, and 14 minutes from the town center where the Sagrada Familia is, and the McDonald's is opposite. That's where we are.
Man, he moved like a proper local, like real local. So
Or just like a CIA agent or something. You know what I mean? Like,
literally,
bro, like,
We've been
CIA
traveling
he
with the
works
Fed.
for the government, bruv.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that.
Bruh.
My
no.
God.
He's building up the
Noah.
case file.
He's building up the case. Well, the case.
What case file is it?
I'm thinking because
Wait, there's no need for a
he's-
case file.
He's part of the case file.
So in terms of highlights, me and Ahmed almost getting the whole group kidnapped and
Trafficked.
human trafficked.
Well, you two getting kidnapped. Me and where
No,
was
no,
me and
you,
Noah?
you were
No,
there as well.
they were
I
I
following.
never
started
went up
walking
those
away.
stairs with you. Lot,
Remember
bro. You
those
guys were doing boot
lovely
camps.
British people? We were with two lovely British
Oh
women.
yeah.
Yeah. Remember how we all walked further
Yeah.
down and then we went up the stairs?
That's
with
what
that
we're
brother
talking
behind
about.
us.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
situation.
bro. I was lost. I don't even know what you man were doing.
I think that day Padda was just walking because we
I
were
was-
walking.
I
He
was
didn't
active.
even have any clue what was
I
going
was
on.
just active. I was just active in my brain.
Active on the street.
Active in my brain. So almost got robbed, and then your positive.
The
was-
positive, I almost met the love of my life.
Almost.
You
Well,
did
I
meet
did.
her.
I met
But
her. I
apparently
met
You
her.
let her go.
You let her go, yeah.
With no
But-
socials.
Yeah, you
No
only
socials.
see the light when it's
He's seen her the next
Wait,
day.
what's the next
now that
one?
I think about it, he met her the next day.
when
you
it's
know?
burning low.
Oh yeah.
When
yeah,
we
yeah,
linked
yeah.
you at the beach,
Oh,
when we
shit.
were
Let
walking.
me tell the
to-
story,
Okay,
fam.
okay.
You-
Yeah,
let me
let
do
him tell
my
it.
thing,
That's
brother.
his,
You know
that's
what?
his love of
Yeah,
his life.
You're right.
So
I should
when-
let him tell his lack by himself. innit?
So when she watches this podcast, she will know
She's
where I
like, oh
am.
my God.
Oh my god, I like his haircut. Anyways, so yeah, first night, I didn't get a social. I did ask for socials, yeah, but she told me she was 24,
you
and I'm
already baked
just
your
turning
age.
20. So yeah, her friend was like, oh, "The cab's there, innit? Like, let's go." Okay, cool. Missy, you can go. Whatever. Yeah.
Get a bus in your other eye. innit?
And the thing is that girl there, the one that I fell in love with, she was like, "Oh, I've got to stop saying that. I've got to stop."
Why?
saying
It's
that.
because it's true.
disgusting."
In that moment,
It's
it felt
wet.
like love.
Yeah, in that
it's
moment.
called
in that
club
moment.
love, you know. It's
Club
a thing.
love. It's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a real thing. Like in the club, it's like this girl is like, wow.
Especially when you're fast, it just takes you different.
They
places,
look
bro.
all types of like supermodelish, innit?
I swear, I thought she looked like Rihanna. You know, I saw similarities.
To be fair,
She
speaking
did.
considering
The
I seen her,
forehead.
yeah, she
The
did. She was
forehead.
like a
Did she?
like
She had
a
a free,
thicker
yeah.
like Rihanna, really,
I agree with that.
like a buffer one.
She's
Because my heart's always been shifty, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
made my heart go like this? She was like, if you, because she said she was leaving tomorrow, innit? She said, if you see me again, then you know it's meant to be. Bro,
Girls like that say stuff like that. It
the
hits home.
sweet talk,
It hits
innit?
home.
Oh, you're like, I can't wait to see
When,
you.
when,
lady.
when a girl has that much power to say something
Yeah,
like that,
and you
she
feel
knows.
it.
She knows.
She knows she's got the power.
She knows what I've got. And she knows brother's coming, bro. Like, man,
You're
you're not
waiting.
leaving Barcelona until you see me again. You know.
It's just like this on the beach.
He lacked though. I can't lie.
Okay, this is where we
You're
get.
just waiting for him to get to
No,
the lack.
because he just wants me to lack, but where my story intertwines, it will defeat the lack.
Okay.
There will be no lack.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So, me and Ahmed were coming to link you guys on at the
day
bar on the
after,
beach,
yeah.
and we had like it was a long ass walk, bro. That beach is long.
We biked, we walked, like it was,
sweat.
and it still felt long.
I was having a full body workout, but besides from that, yeah. So we walking along the beach, and Ahmed was like, "Oh, KC,
I swear that's your wife.
I swear that's your." And I'm looking like, I hope it's not her, G, because I'm not ready right now.
Why are you? I thought you'd be gassed, or you like butterflies.
I was
I think
gassed.
you wanted to meet her when he
Butterflies,
was like made.
but man was like, "Am I even long enough today, G?
Oh, am I looking? Yeah.
Do
am
I look
even
like
looking
I was
that?
looking yesterday?" innit? It's because I was looking lame yesterday, and so like, yeah. So we went up to them, said hi, well gone, and obviously, I did lack in this moment. You know the breaders that when they see the girl they actually like, they do that whole like, yo, don't even chat to man.
Yeah,
situation.
they're not even trying to be like all
Bro.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what you did.
I did that.
Oh, bro.
And then she said, "We're leaving in an hour. We just came for a walk." My heart broke, but I kept the act up, G. It's-
And then you
it's
just
not
left
right.
He was like,
nothing
"Oh,
like
safe.
that.
All right, nice seeing you." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, nice seeing you."
Nice
guys."
little hug
So
before
you
we
weren't
go.
you weren't even playing it like, oh, by the way, last night was really good. Like, can we exchange social? You weren't even showing interest. You were trying to come on like a smooth boy thing. You
Oh,
thought she was gonna
I
chase
ran
you.
into you in it.
Yeah, you thought she was gonna
Bro,
chase.
that's the problem here.
Yeah.
I'm used to being chased. I'm not gonna lie. I've never had to do
That's
all
light
that
skin problems.
weird stuff in it.
Yeah, none of that, bro.
But-
it's-
but-
chase. You
but-
gotta do it. Put the work in, my guy.
Netflix series type shit coming in here, bro. If I go to London and I see her in ends, then
Then
we
all
know
of a sudden,
it's a marriage on sight.
That is
thing. I'm
actually-
getting down
I
on
can't lie,
one
if that
knee
happens, fit.
right there and then with no ring whatsoever, minus £295 in my bank account, but I'm just gonna propose.
Fair enough.
You know what's
It's really
funny?
crazy, yeah.
The number he just said now is probably the actual number.
It's
The
Like,
exact same one.
Because it was too specific for it to be like a minus 295. Why 295?
It's very specific. What about you, Coda? What was your highlights?
I thought you were about to ask about my bank account. I was like,
Nah, bro.
I was like,
How much? 1 mil, innit? I saw it. The Monzo was doing that.
Listen,
thing
I'm
with
just
that.
gonna-
It's light. Okay, you ain't gonna
Yeah,
catch it.
light thing, innit?
that thing you do.
I don't know, what
You know,
That's
you
your
know
boy.
the way Panther does
That's your boy.
the like Monzo. What is? Could you recreate the chime Monzo does when you get money, please?
Sent to you.
Just for the audience, innit? What's the noise?
My throat kind of.
What's that? You're a joke, man. Still, you know, well played, well played, well played. I did it too early, there,
call you
guys.
the
Yeah, you
chat.
did
Yeah.
it way too early.
Your highlight, negative,
Yeah, what's the
positive.
highlight?
Your
I-
top.
So
On the trip.
my negative is that it was only a holiday. Like
I get that.
that's my negative. Like, because for me, I'm gonna say my life purpose is to travel and experience. Like I'm putting that hand on heart. There's other things, you know, that are gonna be in the vision, but it's the travel. So this trip was like a taste of the life I will be living. It was like a motivation of sorts. So I came on the trip, and just as the trip kept progressing, I was having so much fun that it made me upset. Because I was like, wow, this is just the taste that I haven't made it yet. That's my negative, because it was such a like mind mess.
Yeah.
Like that I knew this is a 5-day trip. And then I'm back. I have to grind out for another year, 6 months before I'm back out potentially for like real, like just traveling. That was the hardest part. It was like seeing all this. Actually, no, not speaking Spanish was my negative.
Yeah.
Not speaking
That would have
Spanish.
came in handy.
Because
in
I
so
could
many
I could
moments.
feel like there was such a world that was so untapped there. If I could speak Spanish, I could have tapped into
You
it.
guys lacked on that front. Because me,
This guy
Hola,
was doing
¿cómo
this,
Guys fall in love,
Estás?
Romeo and Juliet type shit. This
but
guy-
then with British girls. So that's the funny part.
yeah,
But
you know what's funny about that?
she speaks Spanish
She
as
spoke
well.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Man was
Wow,
like, "Hola,
I can't
¿cómo
lie.
es-
That's your wife still. Like, they were so similar now that I think about it.
Yeah,
bien.
so similar that my man didn't get the socials. That's the ultimate lack.
So
of the
he
whole
did
thing.
like he was like,
Me
there's gonna be
gusta paella.
intertwined.
Yeah?
Lacked.
Like,
Just like it's fine.
No, but you know, if you guys spoke Spanish, yeah, it would have been crazy.
it would have been. It would have been. But
would've been-
it went how it went because we
Yeah.
didn't.
The story is so good.
And
It's just like we can't tell it.
just
You
one of
don't know
those-
why.
It's one of those off-camera one guys.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so, I have 2 positives. So one positive was you guys sadly weren't a part of this as much as I wish you were. Me and Noah. So night out, these guys just went back to the hotel to sleep.
Yeah.
AKA they patterned some situation. They just met people with some guys. They met some guys, some girls. They went with this group of people, innit? And it was just all right. I was like safe. They're going like
Minus
we
the guys.
didn't.
Because I'm not going. I'm not going home with guys.
No,
So-
you didn't go with the guys. Like it wasn't even.
you
like
went
a
home
patterning
afterwards,
thing.
but like we're talking about when we had first left them.
Like yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
left
okay,
with
okay,
like
okay,
the
okay.
group of like those 2 guys and like
Yeah,
the 3
yeah,
girls.
yeah,
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 you went with them as like a friendly thing. There was some after party. And me and Noah just wanted to cut out in it. Me and Noah made a whole hour walk, right? So as we're on this walk, frazzed by the way.
This whole holiday was frazzed.
Halfway through, like he dropped a suggestion. He was like, "Do you want to go to the Barcelona bunkers, watch the sunset? Like we have the time." So we're like, "Nah, that's too long, bro. Like I want to go sleep." Didn't think about it. Another 30 minutes passes of the walk. As we're approaching the humble abode, we're like, at this point, like we could see the sun coming up a little bit. We may as well, like we're on holiday. Like this is what we do.
It's bare hilly as well.
Because keep in mind, right?
It's just
where we got to. If we wanted to go to the bunkers, we had another like 35-minute walk at least
up and
up
the-
a hill,
the
and
incline.
then you're doing up climbing basically.
Bro, it might as well
So,
have just been an
yeah.
upright.
Yeah,
It literally like it was like
Bro.
this.
it was mad. So
A couple of steps.
we
up
decided
and I
to
just
do
started
it.
Sweating, G.
So we start walking,
It wasn't
right?
funny anymore.
And like
I was hurt.
it's the end of a night out. Like you know how tired you are. Like we're running on 0 at this point. We're just running because we know the view's gonna be beautiful. So we walked up and we just got to the top. Like we didn't go right to the top because forget that.
Tired.
Like,
It was
I almost said
way
it.
too
I
much.
almost said another bad word. Worse than the usual. That's how bad it was. So we went up, And then we just stopped like for a little pit stop and we could see the sun starting to come up. It was the most beautiful and peaceful thing. I just like overlooked everything in my life in that 20 minutes I was up there. It was beautiful. And there was no one else, like not a single person. For such a like, because it's a touristy spot. When we went the first time, it was so busy.
Bare
like you
people.
could barely even sit down. We went and it was dead empty. It was just me and him. It was just beautiful. We were taking in like the whole like city. The city was lit by the sun. It was golden, and we could
see the water.
we could see the light slowly start to come in, and we're like, okay, it should hit us in 5 minutes. It hit us perfectly, and I just felt alive after. It was amazing. And then the second highlight would have been, I remember we were in the club, and like everyone's doing their thing and it talking. Me at this point, I'm too frazzled. I'm just sat down silently, like just trying to not pass away. There's this like you know, like the Norway girls you were talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I make like eye contact with this one girl, right? Wow, this is more beautiful than any woman I've seen here. Like, I genuinely believed I'd come back and I just wouldn't like girls anymore back in Newcastle.
There were so many beautiful girls.
Every like
Wow.
one out of like
10.
5 girls was dead and the rest was lang.
Facts.
That's
Yeah,
the perfect. That's the
way to say it.
perfect.
You have to do it by buttons,
One
guys.
out, yeah,
because
because the minority was dead. The majority though.
Well, yeah, the
Like, I fell in love, I think every 5
Every
minutes of
corner,
that trip,
I'm
I was
pretty
falling.
sure.
Every street I
Yeah.
turned, I remember sitting at a coffee shop, I was falling in love every 3 minutes. It was crazy. And like, I'm not even like underplaying this. Like, I could literally like, they were so beautiful that it was a type of beauty like where you'd want her to be yours just so your children would look that beautiful. Like, I was thinking like children. That's how beautiful they were. But yeah, so this one girl make eye contact, but I'm still like too frazzled to actually like get up because I thought I'd die if I stood up. So then all of that, like another half an hour, I make eye contact with the girl, and at this point I was like, man, like I'm just sat here by myself like some bishead. Like, I waved her over. And it worked. Like, I waved her over with my hand and she got up, right? And walked to me and then sat by me. And she was like, oh, you finally called me over. I've been looking at you for so long. And I was so vexed, right? Because she followed it up with because I'm leaving now.
Oh. That one hurts your chest, you know.
It hurt so much because she also was like, oh, you're so sexy. I was like,
Just start adding more
because
compliments.
the girls there are so
Yeah,
upfront.
it was
mad.
just shots at this point.
It's like, so you just told
It's
me
not
you're
even
leaving,
compliments.
but she also said, but you're so sexy though.
Yeah,
I was like, does that mean you're not leaving? No, right? So no need to mention it.
Yeah.
Please, like, why are you hurting me?
That's very good.
And then I grabbed the socials. Come to find out, she's like, actually, like, she's got a bit of clout. She sings, like, I was actually, that one.
Bro?
Yeah, that
So
one.
someone I need
Yeah.
to understand how
Yeah.
I follow her, G.
Yeah, because you
Because
spoke to
And the
her.
next morning,
Because
it
he
was
no
you that was speaking to her.
because he spoke to her first.
Wait, what? Who
Remember
is
this?
I
Her
don't
and her
remember that
two
night, I
other
can't
friends.
lie.
Her and her 2 other friends.
I'm
So
trying
there's
to think.
so there's the,
Because there was a lot
yeah.
of
So there's the woman in
beautiful women on
question,
this thing.
and then 2 of her other friends, right? So you spoke to her other friend on a friendly thing, and then you spoke to the other 2 as well. And then I remember
Brother,
seeing you
honestly,
exchange
how many-
socials, but I was so gone that like I was actually just sat there and I didn't insert myself in the conversation at that time. But I still had my eye on her. So then you went to do what you were doing that night
Right,
with whoever you were doing it with.
right.
And then when I was just sat by myself, she was sat by herself. So then that's when I did the waving over thing. But every time I look at the
Wait,
account,
wait,
I
so-
see it just say KC followed by KC. And I was like, wow.
You're doing up seconds up here, bro.
But
How
you never
seconds?
patterned.
You weren't patterning her. That's what I'm saying. You were
I
moving.
patterned the same way you did. You got her Insta. I got her Insta.
No.
Before you, I just didn't end up doing anything.
No,
like
because I was listening
Exactly,
to the.
so-
And neither did he.
Because I was because I was listening. I never said I patterned it, but all I was saying was,
We both lacked.
no,
That's
I
what I said.
lacked. Yeah.
We both lacked.
And he lacked even worse.
My
Yeah. Yeah.
Load.
Yeah.
I like Daps because obviously, we didn't say Daps didn't say nothing, but he went to Barcelona as well. We want to hear your highlights. How was your trip like? Who was it with? What was the occasion like? What happened?
Yeah, well, mine was a different time. It was so long ago, I can barely even remember what happened. But my trip was more of a business one. We went out to learn more about the business that we worked in. It was all the sales guys in the company and sales gals, because girls sell too, apparently. But no, it was a good trip. I was there for about 2 nights. I was hanging out with multi-millionaires at the time, so it was just like, I'm not a millionaire, so I was just like, okay, I don't know if I should be here.
Yeah, because once you're with them, your spending's like them as well, because they're doing it like normal, right? So how are you keeping up?
Yeah, just never offer to buy someone that's way richer than you any drinks. Just to never go, what are you drinking?
Yeah,
because you can't afford it.
Then they pick out something that's like 6,000 euros, and you're like,
They'll be like, oh, I have a peanut
and then
perfection of situationship.
Yeah.
And then it will be like 3 bills for the one shot.
Yeah.
And be like, you have to buy it at that point because it's like
you're trapped.
because then you
You're
look,
genuinely
It's one of
and
them
they start
ones-
going shot for shot.
Yeah, it's one of them ones like they had this American brother and he was like one of the top guys in the company. He tried to buy me a drink and he's like, don't worry about it, boy. Kind of like just letting you know that you're not that guy. Just relax,
and you
bro.
can feel it. You're like,
Yeah, them ones. But no, it was a good trip. I think I told you off camera before last week or whenever we last spoke about how we were walking on the street and then this Spanish lady, because I don't know if you saw all the prostitutes out there. 'Cause I was telling you, there's a lot of prostitutes out there, bro.
we saw them.
And then this lady just yelled something out at me in Spanish. I couldn't really understand. I don't speak Spanish. She's like, and then this guy that was Spanish beside me was like, Dab, she just said she'll shag you for free.
man, like Dabs, unspoken riz.
That man, it was crazy, man. Everything you said was so beautiful about Barcelona. One thing that I remembered was the disparity between the cultures. I don't know if you noticed this, but in Barcelona, there's 2 different tribes or something. But what's that? Did you guys know about
No
this?
one ever
We didn't
explained
see-
it
we
to
didn't
us,
see,
'cause no one just said bad, we stay here.
No, listen.
Right. Do you know
I
what
think
I'm
I
talking
know
about?
what you're talking about,
It's
but
like-
you're not describing it properly because
Sorry,
man said
my bad.
tribes.
Yeah.
Mine
Maybe
Angola.
you say different classes.
Yeah.
Like what's going?
Yeah, I think because it's like a language barrier thing. It's Catalan versus.
Oh, you're
yeah,
talking.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
you're talking
It's
about
a
the
language barrier.
Catalan region versus the actual Spanish. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew about this. Yeah.
Like a little whatever you want. to call it.
Catalonia.
Yeah. So I was trying to understand what that was about, because whenever I go to places, I always try to understand the history and who's beefing who,
what's the
and
beef?
if it really breaks out, what side am I gonna take?
Yeah,
I always think about weird stuff like that. I know most people don't really
That's
think about.
that's pretty.
But I always go because
Good
if
thing
shit
about.
breaks out right now, am I
What's
going
gonna
left
happen?
or right? And who am I choosing? Why am I choosing
Who
them?
am I bagging out?
Who
tell me.
who was on the black side and who was on the white? I'm trying to think up. Do you know what I mean? So I
Who's
was-
with me?
yeah. And I'm here to tell you right now that I still don't know who the fuck I'd support in a fight. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't figured it out yet. I guess and then to top it all off, it was just that little. Well, it's not really little, is it? It's that church that never got finished, and they've been building it for time.
Classic. Sagrada Familia.
Yeah, it was.
Did you
big-
guys
yeah,
go
still
see that?
being built there when
It's
we went
still
as
being
well.
built, man. It's been getting built for
When does it gonna finish? Have they given a date or these done?
I think that's the point. I think
That's
the
the
point
point.
is that they'll never finish it. Otherwise,
To be fair,
It will lose that that value of it's
it's
so
still-
it's
still
so
being built.
the architect behind it is so complex and this building is so big, it's so unimaginable that you can only see
It's
it being
actually-
constructed.
yeah,
Once it's
yeah.
constructed,
That would-
it's lost that value.
Yeah.
But then,
That's
how
wild.
long can you really go on for?
With that story,
As
but
long as it's been
come
going
on.
already, man. People have been buying into it for a
Bro,
long time. That's the value of it.
When people think Spain, they think La Sagrada Familia
Yeah.
and how amazing it must be when it's finished.
Yeah.
It's never finished.
that's the allure.
That is the allure itself. It's
wild.
Okay.
Some
I've
trippy stuff.
We've
some
seen
trippy
it,
stuff.
obviously, guys. It's huge.
It's
Just the
massive.
scale, the
It's
sheer scale of it
crazy.
was mind blowing. Because you would look at the clock tower or what you would call it, and then in that clock tower you would find another part with another part, and it was just how many parts, how many big blocks in this one big thing could there be? It was such a well constructed, very in depth thing for such a big thing. Because to have so much detail on something that huge,
Crazy.
It's mad. Negative. Was there really a negative? I feel like when I was just third wheeling. So I feel like at that night, on the third night, it was like no one told me to stay home. I thought, nah, let me go because I'm just trying to get lit as well. Like I'm trying, whilst we're here, let's go. Plus when we had hit the club Opium, when we went there before, it was really good and like the vibe was good. The music was like my vibe.
Clubs
like,
in Spain.
Oh, because I'm into
Crazy.
like reggaeton and like Brazil funk. Like they were playing like the real like like I was just, it makes you dance, like, and I like that. I like music that like makes me move, right? But like this third night, it's like we went back to Opium again. It wasn't as busy as it was last time, and like these men had patterned, right? So these guys are talking to girls. They're like already looking like they're good conversation, bro. I'm sat like, and speaking about the prostitutes, real quick. When you come out of the club, they are active. They are active. It's like prostitutes, the thieves, and the donnies trying to sell you cold samosas. Who's eating samosa after the club?
Oh my god, those
Who's
guys!
eating the samosa?
That's the most memorable
And
part
1
of the trip.
cent beer, one euro beer.
That should have been my negative, bro. Those brothers are relentless.
That's my negative.
And you
There's
know
a
the thing is,
hustle and then there's pest.
there's pest,
Yeah.
bro. They forget your face on purpose.
Like
and
the
then
same second.
Bro, they just walk in a little,
And
a
there's like
tiny little
5 of
circle,
them.
come back to you and sell you the
Oh
same
my
warm beer.
God.
And if you purchase that beer, you're gonna have a heart attack, G. That shit is disgusting.
It's like €1
wild.
beer. And this brother is like
Disgusting.
selling like cold samosas. But like basically the tactic of the prostitutes, anyone going to Barcelona, the tactics of the prostitutes is to like stand outside of the clubs in Barcelona and get like the brothers that didn't like pattern at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Take you into like a sketchy alleyway and then the pimp comes to rob you afterwards. Like,
Yeah, basically.
It's a bit of a madness. But my negative, I'd say like I didn't really have any negative, like really, really negative. It was literally just that night where I was just like, oh, these men have patterned and like I'm just like stood here, so I want to go home. Positive, I feel like the food. I'm a food guy, and the food did bits for me. I can love like scenes and everything. I can like look at things and be like, yo, like beautiful building, and I can take it in. I can appreciate the beauty, but food just gets
Food
me
is something
gassed.
you can take.
Yeah,
I mean,
food is like, like it's giving.
I'm a
like,
huge
warmth.
foodie as well, bro.
Oh, bro, I was in love.
Anything that's yummy,
I was in love.
Just eyes
yummy,
closed the
G,
whole time.
yummy, fam.
Eyes
Stay up.
closed.
Like,
I turned into
you're
some creature,
deconstructing the layers into that one piece of cheese.
Bro.
Like, wow, so there's this hint of this
and
cheese,
you can feel
that
it.
cheese, and like
You can feel the difference in flavor.
Yeah.
And like on our first night, we went to like one of those like pop-up restaurant with the tents in the middle of the street. We got paellas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Paella with shrimp, and then what did you order?
I got like cheese rolls.
Cheese
I
roll.
wasn't
Because
that
you weren't
hungry that
hungry
night.
because you had already eaten, I swear. Yeah, and then Noah got whatever. Noah got like a massive plate as well. So like
Not
the
got a
food-
pizza, bro.
You got did you get pizza?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did get pizza. Nice and casual, innit?
Yeah.
So
Very
I was
fatty.
in it. I was trying to get like into the Spanish food. So lovely. And then afterwards that we had like this like really cool like it wasn't breakfast because it was open like all day, but it was like there was a lot of like baguette shops, like places
like a little
Are
like
you talk-
a
what's it
cafe.
called? Cafe?
You were talking
Yeah,
about
just a cafe.
You were
Cafe,
talking about the
cafe.
one in the corner of your hotel.
Yeah.
Brother,
That one's beautiful.
Oh my! When I tell you, I don't even really be eating like baguettes and that like that, right? But this was like so heavenly.
It was so nice, like buttered
like
up
you know
well,
the bread.
everything was-
Yo, Dabs, have you ever eaten bread where it's like you crunch into it and it's like,
It just kind of melts and
You
dissolves
see what he
in.
did there?
oh,
Like his mouth watered so hard, you heard it like here.
I had to
I
swallow.
heard the watering
There was
here.
that
Hey,
much
just
It's
of
like
that.
it
I
just
know.
went.
I know what he's talking about.
you know it's so funny. He did that earlier where he did this, and I literally heard the saliva go down
I
his chest
heard it
and
just
hit his intestines. I
I
heard
think I can make
everything.
the sound with it.
Yeah. Duh.
Wait, you know what's, was that a
me.
fart?
No, that was
No.
what?
Yeah,
That sounded like a fart, bro.
You need to clip that. That's a TikTok moment right there.
That's a frog. That's a frog.
It sounds like
so bad
It sounds
on the
like we were
mic.
trying to release a secret fart, and it was just one of those like machine gun ones. Like
See, he can only do that as well because he's got like an apple. Like he's really got an Adam's apple. Like look at the size of that.
You used to
apple.
got one as well.
That's an Adam's banana. That's not an
Man
apple.
said
G.
Adam's banana.
That's a mad thing, fam.
That's a tip.
But
I
yeah,
can have your
it's the
trip,
food
bro.
for me. It was the
The
food. for me.
food, in simple terms, was amazing.
But yeah, guys, that
help
was
me out, 'cause different levels.
Thanks.
My brother, yeah, come on, man, come on.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
That's set up.
The worst thing about that, the worst thing about that hurt me truly. Cause you know why? Because when you dapped us up, you were like, he was like, you know what, we're his boys. And I was like, this is a sweet moment. And I was like, I could do him right now, but I won't. I'll let this moment have it.
I'll let it be.
When he said it was war, I knew it was over, bro.
Oh my god! But guys, that was our trip to Barcelona. This episode was literally like a nice recap of the journey, just for you guys to get to know. We do normal human stuff and like go out, and it's not only just robotic.
You know what I want to do for the next podcast? I want to talk about the fourth dimension.
Ooh,
guys,
that was a whole conversation that we will get into. That was really good.
Coming to you next week. This podcast about to be lit.
See you later. This has been Chattin Was podcast.
By the streets.
By the streets, coldest. Make sure you're tuned in to the next episode.
wait.
What? Have you thought about that?
By the streets, coldest. Ooh, that should be the intro.
The street's coldest. Nothing but the coldest.